everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, today's video, don't even get me started on today's video, right? So, I was meant to film today's video Sunday. Well, Sunday for Friday, not today's video. So, Sunday for Friday, it's now Thursday. And I was going to do a mukbang Q&A. That is what I was doing for the Sunday to be up for Friday, tomorrow, which will be today when you see this. And like, I started to film a little bit and then I messed up, so I paused it and then I was going to film again. Well, I had this new Bluetooth button that you click and it automatically like films it for you. Well, I clicked it and clearly the Bluetooth wasn't connected, but I thought it was. And it didn't record. Well, I like ate the food, I was like in full drag, sweating my tits off. I had all the questions in front of me, I was reading the questions, I was answering them, and then I sat on my bed like once I was done, like ready to edit, and it weren't there, and I was absolutely fuming. I was so hungover, and I was so annoyed, like I was just, you don't even understand, right? So yeah, so I'm just gonna do a get ready with me Q&A. I think I'm gonna be wearing red today, so I'm gonna do like a red eye, maybe like Merry Christmassy, even though it's like July. Yeah, so I'm just gonna glue my eyebrows off camera because obviously everyone has seen me glue my eyebrows down so many times. It just takes so long to do, so I don't want to like do that on here. So yeah, so I'm just gonna glue my eyebrows off camera and then I will be right back to start. So I'm just gonna put this on and oh, I look ridiculous, like so bad. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that because I look so stupid without it. So yeah. So just jumping in with foundation. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna start with my questions. So the first question was, which actually I got quite a lot surprisingly, is what was my first drag name? Now it's always been Minxie. I don't think I'm ever gonna change it from Minxie, but it used to be Minxie Grande. Like I used to have a last name because obviously when I first started drag, I was like clearly deluded, and I was like the biggest fan of Ariana Grande. Sure, Jan. And I was like, oh, well, why don't I just be like Minxie Grande? And it was cute for like a month. And then it was just like, it felt like very like cringy, do you know what I mean? Like I felt like very, it felt like so cringe, like to have it. And then people say like, oh my God, like Minxie Grande. And I was just like no. So I just went by Minxie and I think it's so much better. And like, yeah, cause like Minxie's like such a slut. Yeah, I just think that name's just, it's so much better just Minxie, not like Minxie Grande. But it wasn't even me that like came up with that name. It was legit my mum. Like we were sitting on the sofa. I don't even know like where it come from. And I was just like, I need a name that like, that fits me. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to say it and I'll be like, that's the one. And we was like thinking of names. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know where she got that name from, but she just said, oh, what about Minx? And I was like, okay, that's cute actually, but like, why don't I add a Y on it? Make it Minxie. Like, because you know, I can do that. So I done it. And I think it's such a cute name that needs to be out in the world a bit more. So if anyone like, if any scouts want to like support me, you're more than welcome to give me a message. So, another question which I got a lot, but I kind of already answered it in the one about my name, was how long have you been doing drag? I started February last year, Valentine's Day. I've always loved drag. Like, one of my projects when I was in school 4 or 5 years ago was on drag, and I just loved it. And it was just so like, I didn't know that, I mean, obviously it's a job, but like back then I didn't know that you could actually do that as like a job. And even though it's not like a full-on job for me, it's literally like a hobby, and then like when I get booked, it's one of them things. Hopefully making it into a job very soon. Like when I turned 18 and I went out clubbing and I was just like, oh, people actually do this for a living. Like I didn't even realise. And I was like, that is exactly what I want to do. And I didn't know how to get into it, but obviously it's like really easy. You just buy makeup and a wig, but it's not even that easy, do you know what I mean? Like you've got to get out there, which I feel like I've done, but I'm still a baby queen. I am. Like, I have been doing it literally a year, and I feel like I've come so far though in the year that I've been doing it. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, my debut performance, I entered a competition and then I made it to the final. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is just like crazy. The next question was, how did your family react? Do you know what? I don't think they was expecting it, but I feel like they was expecting it. Like, I was always in performing arts schools. Like, I was always like, I went to a dance school called Spotlight. Like, it was just, I was always wanting to perform. So I don't think it come as a shock. I just feel like they didn't exactly know what I meant by drag thing, but they're so accepting of it now. Like, I don't think they would see me any other way. It's crazy because my family's like my biggest supporter, and it's just like, it's so nice because I know like a lot of people don't get that. So I'm very grateful to have that. So I had about like 7 or 8 people asking for advice. And the only advice that I could actually give you, like, for drag is like, just go with it. Like, literally, that is exactly what I done. Like, you can be drag at any age, you can be drag any gender. Like that was the best thing that I done. Like, I think the first time I went out in drag, I was so worried because of like what people would think. But then I didn't realise that it was such like a big thing, do you know what I mean? Like, drag isn't always about like expensive wigs, expensive costumes, like looking pretty. It's not always about that. I feel like today everyone's so worried about being like the prettiest drag queen and like looking the best and having the best costumes and things like that. But it's honestly not about that. If you can put on a show, then you're doing the job right, do you know what I mean? So that is the advice that I would literally give you. Just go with it. Like, you won't regret it. If you want to do it, do it. Like, it was the best thing that I ever done, and I couldn't not see myself as a drag queen. Like, I feel like that is such a big part of my life now. So this one really made me laugh. Someone was like, how'd you go to the toilet? You don't. No, I mean, like, if you can go, then fair enough. But like, I tend to wear bodysuits when I'm out in drag, because obviously I like to dance a lot. So when I wear bodysuits, like, I wear like thick layers of tights, and then you've got your bum pads as well. And then like, the best thing that I do is hold it, but if you're really desperate, you find a way, do you know what I mean? Like, you just slot it out somewhere. But then again, if you've got like a good bladder and you can hold it, then you do you, babe. But like, I am very like, I have an intolerance to dairy. Now, the once I was at my friend's house, and I think we had some sort of cheese or something. No, we had spag bowl and then cheese on top, and then we went out after that. And this was before I brought my new tights, but I used to wear 13 pairs of tights, I think it was, before I brought my new dance tights, where you only have to wear like 2 or 3. And like, I really thought, you know, my gut was gonna be like, do you know what? I'll do it for you. I won't make you go to the toilet. No. So I was dancing and like, my belly just went, and I was like, so I went to go get some water. No, that didn't work. So I ran to the toilet, and then I went into the toilet and I was like, this is not good. So I like ripped my tights, my outfit just like ripped. I like pulled my tights down, and I was sitting there, and then like people was like looking over, was like, are you okay? And I was just like, no, why are you here? So yeah, so that happened, then we had to go home. So I'm gonna go in and bronze. I just used this like burnt orange shade from the James Charles palette, because someone asked me what bronzer I use, because it's very like orangey, but I like to look very orangey, so that's just me, boo. I'm sorry about it. So someone asked, actually quite a few people asked this one, and I'm honestly like, you need to cheese this. And another one relating to that one is, would you do it in drag? No, only because I don't see drag as like a sex object, do you know what I mean? Like, drag is literally like a hobby and a job. Like, if you have that kink, then that's on you, boo, but that's just not it. So I would not do it in drag. Sorry to everyone who asked. So this question, it really made me laugh like so much. It's from my good friend Queen Queef. She was like, do you miss Akeem? Now, right, funny story, right? I performed in Manchester for the United Queen show. I think it was either just before or just after Halloween, and it was an 80s and 90s event, and this is where I first met Miss Eleganza and Queen Queef. We hit it off like so well, like we was all like so close, and then we all went out on a night out like straight after, and we went outside, and there was this man out there. We didn't know who it was, but he was just waiting there like on his own, and we was all like drunk as it was, and we was like, hi, like how are you? And he was like, hi, how are you? Like in this really like deep voice, and then I went over to him and I was like, who are you with? He was like, I'm here on my own. I think he was like, I'm from London, but I'm on like a business trip, and I thought I'd come out on a night out. And I was like, oh, okay, so like, do you want to like come clubbing with us? Like you might as well, like you're on your own, like have you ever been out on a night out with drag queens? No? Okay, well you're gonna have the best time ever. So he was like, please come out, and then he came out, and this night it was just so crazy. Like he kept buying us drinks, and like he was just like, I don't even know like how to explain like what he was, but he was just like, he would go to the bar and then he'd be like, here's like 7 drinks for you all, like just take them, and then we'd go back again, and then we'd get more drinks and more drinks, and he was like the soberest of people, but like I genuinely think he thought we was women. I'm more than certain he was straight, and I'm more than certain as well he wanted to get us back to the hotel, but that was just not happening, and he was just like weird, like so weird, do you know what I mean? Like he was just like, I think we were just in it for the drinks, to be honest. So like I didn't spend a penny that night, and I was so happy. But yeah, I gave Akeem my number for if he was ever there again, and like he wanted to buy me drinks again, like for when I'm out in Manchester. Do you think he called me back? No. But if I see him again, I'm gonna give him some words, and I'm gonna be like, bitch, you didn't call me back. What are you playing at? Like, I could have been the one for you, do you know what I mean? Like, this could have been something, and you totally threw it away. It's just not okay. A lot of people have said what is my favourite product, and I think I make it clear in every single video because all I seem to use is Revolution, Makeup Revolution. They're like so cheap, and like the products are just so good. Like half of the products that I own are Makeup Revolution, like my foundation, my blush, my contour. Sometimes like I use to use Morphe as well, but like yeah, I just think like they're so good for like such a cheap price as well. Like I do really recommend like Makeup Revolution. Like if you want to sponsor me, then you are more than welcome to, but they don't watch my videos, so this chair really needs to stop squeaking. I feel like I need a better setup as well. Like this is just not, this is very like benefits. So someone's asked what my dream is in drag. Now my dream in drag is just like, I want to be successful. Like I want people to know my name, like so bad. Like I genuinely just want to like, I just want to be known, do you know what I mean? Like I want to be known for my drag, I want to be known for my talent, I want to be known for my looks. Like I just want to make it. I feel like I won't do it yet, like give me time, but I feel like I will be 100 at one point, and I'm so looking forward to that. Like you don't understand, like when I started drag, I weren't expecting to be where I am now, do you know what I mean? And like even though I'm not like well known, which it's not even a big deal anyway, it's just like I've come so far in like the matter of a year. Like I'm getting booked to perform places which I never thought would happen, and it's just like people are starting to know who I am. Like a year ago I didn't ever think that was gonna happen. Like honestly, like give me a year's time, give me another year, and I'm gonna be famous. Like delusion, that is what it is, delusion. I'm not gonna be famous in a year, but hopefully more people know who I am. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So someone asked who would I be in Snatch Game. Now I've actually got 3 people. Obviously before season 1 of UK's Drag Race, I always said I was gonna do Gemma Collins, and then obviously Michelle Holt on that, but obviously you can still do it anyway. But I've also got Vicky Pollard from Little Britain, or White D from Benefit Street. I mean, like I've got the accent for White D because obviously Birmingham, innit? This is why I can relate to her situation. I probably should have answered this question beforehand, but someone said, would I go on Drag Race UK? Do you know what? I think I would. Who wouldn't, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just come to the UK. Like, don't know, I'd give it a go. Would I make it far? Probably not, but you never know. You know what I mean? Like, the show is full of surprises. So someone asked, do you get many negative comments? And do you know what? I do get quite a lot of negative comments, especially on TikTok as well, because I've got a big following on TikTok. I get quite a lot of negative comments. And how do I cope with it? You just do, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't let it get to you. Like, who was it that said, you can get 100 comments that are so good, and then that one comment that's like so bad, and that's the one that you literally look at, and it's like, it shouldn't be like that. Like, obviously someone's gonna comment something bad because they're either one, jealous, or two, they can't do what you do. Do you know what I mean? They want to make you feel so bad about yourself. Me now, I tend to ignore it. I mean, just get a life, do you know what I mean? it doesn't bother me anymore. So someone asked if I'm going to be doing vlogs on this channel. Yes, I will be doing vlogs. I've got quite a few planned for when COVID has like decided to lift a bit more and we can do more things. I've got quite a lot planned, which are actually really exciting. So keep your eyes open if you want to see vlogs. Plus as well, I got my 21st coming up next year, and I'm thinking of like vlogging the whole day, like the party, like how we're getting things ready, like me getting into drag, everything like that. So hopefully I'll be doing that as well. Fingers crossed. So someone asked, what is the difference between Brandon and Minxie? Yes, this is such a good question. So the difference between Brandon and Minxie is, Brandon is very like, and a lot of people are going to disagree, but like, it's actually so true. Like, Brandon is actually quite shy. Like around family I'm not, because that's family, do you know what I mean? But if I was like to meet someone new, or like if I was out with my friends, and like, well, if I was out with one friend, I was meeting their other friends, it was just like I only knew them, I'd be so like shy and like timid, and very just like, I'd wait for them to talk first before I spoke, because I didn't want to be like shut down or anything, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm actually quite shy, like, and people are so gonna disagree with me, but it's so true. Like, I'm actually really shy. Minxie is the total opposite, and I think it's because obviously you're hiding behind like someone else. It's still you, but it's like the you that you wish that you are, do you know what I mean? Like, Minxie is who I wish Brandon was. So I'm very like, I'm still very shy, but I'm very out there. Very out there. Someone asked what my favourite time of the year was, and it is legit Christmas. Like, I love Christmas so much. Like, I've been watching Christmas movies lately. Like, yes, I know it's true, I don't come from there. I love Christmas so much. I've been listening to the music, like, it's just so good. And like, this year, hopefully, if it's open, which I don't know if it's going to be. Like, obviously, I know that the social distancing thing is still going to be in play for a long time coming, but I'm hoping that Winter Wonderland's open in London, because I really want to go. Like, the German market's cute in Birmingham, but it's just like, I want to go bigger now. Like, I want to go to London, and I want to do Winter Wonderland, but I'll be going alone because, you know, single as a Pringle. So the next question was, what are the best products for like starting out drag, like drugstore products and just like cheap products in general for like when you're starting out drag? The only ones that I can suggest is Makeup Revolution, as they are like so cheap, like literally like so cheap, and they get the job done. Like, they are so good as well, like legit, they are so good. Like, lashes wise as well, like I use What a Drag Lashes, is this brand on Instagram. They have their own website as well, and they do like really good drag lashes, like bold lashes, like out there lashes. So yeah, so they're really good as well. Use Minxie 10 for 10% off, you know, because I'm an influencer. Someone asked what it was like growing up as a child and what it was like growing up being gay. So growing up as a child in my household and family was the best childhood I think I'll ever have. Like, honestly, my parents are amazing. Like, we used to always go on holidays. Like, I had two brothers and a sister. Well, my sister came very late. We asked for a dog and then we got my sister. So, woof. No, but honestly, I think it was one of the best childhoods ever. I can't really complain at all. But growing up as gay, it was like, I feel like my family knew, but they was just waiting for me to come out. Which I totally get, but at the same time I was there like, I just wish that they sat me down and was like, Brandon, are you gay? I probably still would have said no, because like, you know, I was shook as hell. But I don't know, I just felt like, in my head I felt like that would have been so much easier, because it's so hard like going up to your mum and dad and being like, Mum and Dad, I'm gay. Like, you never know how they're gonna react. I don't know, I'm so accepting. I mean, me and my mum share makeup now, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, we're just one like big accepting family. School-wise, it was a bit different. Like, obviously you're always going to have them bullies. You're going into big school, do you know what I mean? Like, you're obviously going to get them bullies. And obviously being gay and being like fat as well, like, it was just like the mixture of both of them, it was just so bad. But I still had like the best school experience, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't like bad, but it wasn't like the best. I think the worst year for me was year 7, because that was like my first year. It's obviously, you've got to make a good first impression to get friends, and then the friends that you did make, you thought had your back, and then they didn't, and then they betrayed you, and then obviously everyone hated you. But you know, life goes on. So I'm just going to add a few more things off camera, some gems, maybe some individual lashes. I'm not too sure just yet, but I am going to add some gems around the face, make it a bit more and then I will be right back.
Camp. That's what it is. Camp.
So this is the finished look. So the last 2 questions was, do you wear false nails? Yes. My titties. And the second question was, where do you see Minxie in a few years' time? I would like to say it probably won't happen, but I would like to say I would see Minxie in a few years' time on Drag Race, or people knowing who I am. I would like to be able to, like, I don't know how to explain it other than, I'd like people to know who Minxie is. And I wouldn't want to do it just for the fame. I'd do it because this is a job that I love to do. I love entertaining people, as entertainment has been a massive part of my life. And I'm good at it. Like, I'm not bad at drag, like makeup wise, yeah, you can say that, but like, I'm still good at what I do, even though it's not a lot, because, you know, like, no nightclub wants to take me on yet, but I have still like performed across the UK, and it's like, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked the Q&A, or like you asked a question that I didn't answer, then please let me know, as I'm thinking of doing a part 2. But this time I will do the mukbang, because, you know, I do like to eat, because
I'm fat and I like food.
Plus, I really enjoyed the Q&A, like I really enjoyed the whole like question and answer thing. So if you did like this, then please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. It helps me out so much. I mean, I've gained so many subscribers over the last couple of weeks, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. So please subscribe, like and share, and hopefully I will see you in next week's video.